Trigger and content warning. This episode may contain adult themes and not intended for anyone under the age of 18. Themes may contain sex, PTSD, traumas, racial injustice, etc. Viewer discretion is advised. And remember, I warned you!
Unmuted, but I'm working on stuff. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. Comfy's doing fixing things. Technical difficulties. Arden, do back.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a stream if there isn't some sort of scuff.
True.
So, welcome to Flights of the Legacy. Anybody else wish to try and recap? So to recap, we are now in Flights of the Legacy again. We are not running Puddle Jumper. Flights of the Legacy is a D&D MTG crossover. The players included are DB, who plays Desi, Swiftclaw.
Hello.
Our resident drow, Naya.
Hello.
Which I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that last name, by the way. And let's see, we have Helix Felborn, played by our one and only Tiny Durg Binary.
Yeah, I'll take up your shelf any day.
And Coabolt, who is played by the Hour. We also have Orda, who is currently not with the party, and here is why. Because last session we had, the party managed to save Songhaven from near certain doom, and the whole town itself, along with the circus that was there, planeswalked. Naya stayed behind because Naya's infection would have unfortunately overtaken her the moment she left Theros. But the party made it back. They had a confrontation with the Forger, and in that confrontation, the Forger has given them back two members. One, Baha, who is grown up, and one, Nar, who is currently limp and unconscious. They escaped through the door into Koa's room on the Legacy, all except for Orda, who grabbed the door and planeswalked away. Even though that the magic that was creating the portal was the key. And so, as I stop that music and bring up the other one, party, you were all on the Legacy.
Cola's just freaking mad. Why did he just shove us in? He could have went in. The fuck? Ah!
People do
You
weird
cut
stuff
off a little bit
sometimes.
there.
I know I did.
People do things weirdly in
But
split
it
second
made no
decisions.
sense to do that.
Split second decisions rarely make sense.
What now? What do we do?
We hope and pray.
To what god?
Hope and pray to his well-being. Doesn't have to be to a god.
I hope you enjoy this music.
Yeah, it's pretty. Cola just looks around the room for anything. Opens the door to the Legacy.
No,
You open the
just
door.
looks helpless.
You open the door to the legacy, and the legacy is empty except for, the one mirror who's just huffing in the hallway as he's walking by, like carrying a piece of scrap metal. And as he passes by, you see Sam, who just leaves the tavern room and goes back into his little merchant cell.
Okay. Oh yeah. Remember where we were? We parked in Miletus, right? I think we parked here. What are we doing? What do we do?
Now, first thing we need to do is assess our situation. Okay. Baha, you know your way around here. Go to my med bay and put Nar on one of the beds. And, I'll be in quickly to, connect him to the systems to ascertain his status.
Baha just nods. He seems to have a far-off look in his gaze as he walks over and, picks Nar up over his shoulder as he just leaves quietly.
Can I insight check that? Does it feel off?
Go ahead.
This is public, normal, insight. First roll of the day!
And it's a natural.
Are you kidding me? It's my birthday!
No.
Birthday,
The system
come
is
on,
birthday
happy
beating you.
birthday.
Who put this cake in my pocket?
Not bad for luck rolls.
So
At least burnt that
you
early.
you don't really know Baha as well as anyone else in the party, so you can't exactly tell what's going on. But because of that nat one, you do realize that your pack is heavier than normal.
What?
And opening it up, you do find that there are whole pieces of cake inside your backpack.
Who put cake in my bag?
Oh,
It's not funny!
Well, it's one of those things that when the universe realizes that someone's birthday is
Birthday?
happening. Yes, your celebration of your birth. That all health potions for everyone become cake. Oh look!
That seems
Of course,
impractical.
my med kits have become miniature baking ovens for small cakes.
It seems impractical.
But don't worry, it only lasts for the day.
I eat the cake. Stress
Let's
eating.
see. Roll a d8.
This is when I roll a d8. It explodes and I die.
No.
They're not all
know they're
potions,
healing.
just healing potions. Yeah, it's only healing potions.
Congratulations, you heal 4 health.
Yay. Back to full.
You eat the cake and you suddenly feel better. Speaking of which,
Can I roll insight myself? Because that dejected look would have concerned Desi.
roll it.
Uh, 60.
Something's off because the last time you talked to him, he was chipper, or
And
at least
pragmatic. He was more
and trying to
pragmatic.
be pragmatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he seems like there's something on his mind.
Okay, I'll go check on him in a moment. He looks over to Koa. Is like, you'll get used to it. As far as that one, don't worry. I'll go check in on him. He's not his usual self.
Koa thinks out loud. Did I leave anything in that room? Yeah, probably not.
What do you mean, did you leave anything in that room? You did not touch my med bay.
I have cake in my mouth. I'm gonna go eat. Ah.
If anything is missing, I will bill you.
Just this weird romance novel that I found in one of the drawers.
There was no such thing in my room.
Oh. Must be mine then.
Yeah, because I don't have such novels.
Helix, anything you want to attempt?
No, he's just bamboozling where the hell he is and what's going on.
Well,
Oh.
from your perspective, you are currently standing in a room that has an outside, that has sort of an idealistic outside. And you've been here before, obviously, because you all slept in this area before. Speaking of which, there's a certain mountain here that is currently nuzzling Helix. Where is it?
Okay.
There he is. Get out here, Whiptail.
Oh, Whiptail, yeah.
Huh.
I hug. Come here, buddy. Papa's on a separate mission, so it's just me today.
Where's library?
Did I bring library with me?
That is a good question. Did you?
I thought you did.
I thought I did
You
too.
did.
Yeah.
You
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Library's just swimming right now in the pool.
There we go. Library's just there in the background, like, yep. What a day.
Yep.
Whiptail goes back to swimming along with the binary because, well, this place is not conducive to
Nope.
wet water creatures.
The pool's actually deeper. On the inside. It's more of a biome in there.
All right. And finally, last question. Naya, your existential dread. How do you wish to run through this?
She just kind of collapses against the wall and she just sinks down, holding her head in her hands.
And as transition, we're gonna make a quick stop. Over to the loading screen.
Oh yes, to the screen of Ding.
Orda! You find yourself in the middle of a phyrexian Ravnican battleground. Or more specifically, you find yourself in a place that is filled with these tall, skyscraping cave-like buildings. You have never seen anything like this before.
Worry about the buildings later. Gotta find a safe place. Safe place. It's a fucking battleground. Where would a safe place be?
Give me a... Fuck, I'm so used to Savage Worlds. Give me a sec.
Survival?
Either survival or... if you have insight, that would work as well.
Oh, yes, I will incite the town. Town's fucked.
Sounds fucked.
26.
As a high roll, oh boy. So, you pretty much insight being outside is a bad idea, especially with that huge tendril coming from the sky and burying itself into various buildings. Maybe some insides aren't too great, but you find yourself into one side building, you break into it, and slamming the door behind you, and there's people inside. You're like, and most of them are screaming because a giant snake man or a large snake man just decided to barge in through their door.
Calm down. I'm not infected.
One of them, a soldier wearing armor with a blue scarf, comes up to you. How are you sure? And he's got his hand on his blade.
Shit, what would be a good way to determine if I'm not infected?
Is that an actual question, or you think it through?
I'm
Sorry.
trying to think what would be a good way based on what Orda knows. They bleed black, right?
Yes.
Orda takes out a dagger and cuts along his palm and shows it to him.
The knight just calms down. He's like, okay, oh shoot, you're bleeding. Selena, and an elf comes by. She's like, yeah. It wraps your hand up, and a light comes on, and your hand gets healed. Thank goodness you've arrived.
Yeah.
Are you? That means you must be one of those planeswalkers, right?
I guess. What's really funny is the fact that he has a door on it, shouldered over his back.
And they take a deep breath, and we come back. Stop it. Desi, you enter the room with Nar and Baha. Baha has laid Nar onto the table and is now. He seems to put himself in a corner and sit there, but he's holding his arms and his hands are shaking like he's fighting a withdrawal of something.
Yeah. So quickly, Desi goes to attend to Nar and make sure to get all the scans, and he has the medical mirror basically go do their things. Basically it's standard protocol for an unconscious patient. Basically that they know what to do, so he can trust them to do that.
The Scalpel is the one that salutes and then starts just pointing out to all the others as they burst up from their little sphere around your wrist.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
proceed to walk all over Nar and just
Yeah.
One of them's inside a medical drawer pulling out a mask. Another one's out there pulling out some weird copper tubing.
Yeah,
And then-
basically, yeah.
And they're hooking him up in essentially what is the equivalent of an ER medical situation.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah, they're great. They are fantastic. Basically, Scalpel helped activate emergency unconscious patient protocol. So Desi, once he sees that everybody's doing their jobs, he turns over to Baha, and he clasps his hands together inside both of his palms, and then he crouches down, looks at Baha. Now, look at me.
He lifts his head, and you notice even that's causing him to shake.
And that's when Desi just lunges forward and gives him a hug and whispers into his ear, "Hey, we're going to help you through this. I know what these signs are. I don't know what the cause is, but I know what it looks like. You're home. Baha, you are home. Your family will help you. Your legacy family will help you."
He tries to hug back, but all you hear from him as he tries to speak again is like he can't get the words right out because every movement is pain.
Don't have to talk right now, young one. I have you. You are safe.
Give me. What is it? Persuasion. There it is.
All right. 19.
Okay. You use your own words to help persuade his own body that it's literally trying to tear him apart as he's slowly stops shaking.
Yeah, I use
hold.
my words to talk him down. Yeah.
And he gets out another word and just says, need. Need.
All right. So he leans out of the hug. He puts his forehead and he puts both of his paws onto Baha, the sides of Baha's face, as he leans in and just like forehead to forehead. Okay. What is it that you need?
He tries to take a deep breath. He's doing his best to fight literally his own mind as he comes out. Wild. Need. Wild. And then he grips and he's like, please. I need a surge. Wild magic surge, please. And you see his eyes are becoming frantic as he like grips and his grip becomes tighter. Give me a strength check. Or strength save.
Oh no.
Strength save? Okay.
Yeah.
Magic addiction.
Yeah, or yeah, sorry. 13.
You were able to pull away from his like grip as it starts making your bones creak. He's not supposed to be this strong.
Yeah, Baha is very because of the game that we were in, Baha was left addicted to wild magic surges.
Been without for a year. I need it. The forger keeps denying. He like gripped his own head. It hurts. Dozy, it hurts.
No, I know. Stay with me here. Stay with me. See here. I basically yell out for Naya.
No,
Or
you.
wait. I yell out for Naya or for words and names are breaking. Koa, thank you. I call for Naya or Koa, like literally like that. Naya, Koa, one of you, please come to the med bay.
And for that scene, we move back to Ravnica. Orda, you've gotten a small moment to know the people around you and get a rundown of the situation. Turns out this wasn't the first time Ravnica has been invaded. In fact, you now know the place of where you are. It's called Ravnica. And for what you can guesstimate, it's just a really, really, really big city.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, whatever a city is. And the man's like, all right. Most of the people are being led away by a group of elves who are going through and healing folks. You've been seeing that some of them have been damaged, some have been hurt. There's even a big unfortunate group of people who had their eyes plucked out of their skulls. And the men, as they open up the secret passage to what is essentially Ravnican sewers, he looks to you and says, "You coming?"
Where are you all going?
Hopefully somewhere safe. Far away from that. And you just hear the rumble in the background as more like stomps come past the door.
I need to get back to my friends, my group. I barely even know how I got here.
The man says, "Well, if you're a planeswalker, you should have some sort of spell to get out. Maybe if I think I know." He taps onto his helmet. You see a string of blue come out, like sort of a halo. Its whole spell, various like symbols, and he's like, "Yeah, if you go two blocks down west, Ralzer could be there. He could maybe help you find something, or find that inner part of you that helps you go. And good luck."
All right. I don't suppose there's a way to.
You'll know him when you see him.
I don't suppose there's a way to get to him through the sewers.
He shakes his head.
Right. He just sort of looks at his now healed up hand, sort of tightens his grip for a moment. All right. Good luck to all of you. I don't know what to say in this situation.
If you survive, let's get a beer. He closes the hatch, not even bothering to say goodbye.
All right.
You may give me a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Oh, damn. So you check outside, you find that you are one of the few lucky places that doesn't have a Phyrexian patrol going through it. In fact, you're seeing more people run by and they're running away from something, but in the small distance, not in the small distance, you are noticing that the area you are in is now being affected by a large storm. And above you, there's a cackling madman with a white streak in his hair, redirecting lightning bolts to various parts of the city. And yeah. Naya and Koa.
Yay.
You two enter the med bay, where Desi has called for you. I'm assuming, at least I assume, Naya, unless you are still staying curled up.
No, Naya's when she hears Desi's voice, she kind of, almost like in a haze, just kind of stumbles towards the med bay.
What's going on?
As you enter the med bay, you see that Nar is currently laying on a table, being attended to by a many tiny mirror. And Desi is over there with Baha, and Baha is busy holding his head with claws, trying to dig into the scales of his forehead.
Oh boy. Koa just.
What's going on?
Wait, you see Desi like pulling away the like basically fighting him to just keep him from hurting himself, basically.
Koa's gonna do a spell.
Hold on. Can I interject what I need?
Okay.
I mean, that was exactly what I needed, but let me say it. Let me verbalize that that's what I need. So, Desi, just without looking, good, whoever's here, I'm too busy focusing on him. Please, one of you, can you please calm his emotions? And tag your it.
Koa casts calm emotions.
I was going to say, I don't have that spell.
You just see like a tiny, his eyes glow green and a small orb shoots out from his forehead and onto, I forgot their name, your child's forehead. And
Baha.
it just shoots through Baha's forehead and a calm blue wave just washes over them. You can visibly see the stress fall out.
Oh man, DB.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something about magic being cast on Baha before?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it gets absorbed
Yeah.
into the armor.
Oh, you mean the armor that he's currently not wearing? Good. Good.
Yeah, into the armor.
So the spell works, and his, like, he just manages to pull away a little bit. He's like, it still hurts, but I'm not suffering emotional backlash.
Now, I need you to. Oh, good, Naya. Cool, both of you are here. I need you both to sit right over there. I need your help in handling this. Looks like at some point after our young one here left our care, somewhere in his journey, he got an addiction to wild magic surges.
And do you want me to fix that mentally?
Well, what I want to do is, I have remove curse. I can do remove curse, but I don't know if it's a curse.
I mean, an addiction's addiction, no matter what type it is.
So I don't know if I should use my greater restoration or upcast remove curse. What say you, Naya?
I don't know. She still looks very kind of dazed.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see, does he snap at, not like vocally snap, but his fingers snapping at, Naya, I need you to focus.
Oh, real quick. I forgot that calm emotion's not just one person. It's in a 20-foot radius sphere. So everyone within 20 feet.
Okay, so we're all calm. Okay.
Baha is calm.
Even the mirror looking a little listless at the moment.
No, you keep working.
Okay, all right. So no snapping of fingers. Got it.
It doesn't work on Dozy, however.
Yeah, it doesn't, because it. Yeah.
Your
Mental effect can spell.
Yeah, exactly. I have to give you permission. Yeah.
I could dig in and see what it is, or attempt to.
Well, first, I need you all to listen and help me diagnose this. All right, Baha. How did you end up with an addiction?
And as Desi says that, I will cast Detect Thoughts. No, actually, I have Telepathic. No, that doesn't work like that. Does it? Telepathic work like that?
Well, no, your ring will
Telepathic.
No, I have the feet.
Telepathic works for surface thoughts, doesn't it?
Surface thoughts.
No. Oh, yeah, I can cast the spell Detect Thoughts with no components or slots.
Yeah.
So this is a free cast.
Yeah, but it only covers most surface thoughts, and since you're all asking him for the surface thoughts, you will gleam in.
Yes, that is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There.
This is why I made sure the two of you were here.
He stammers. He begins to just hold himself tightly because his body is still trying to tear itself apart.
Yeah.
It's so much so you're starting to see, like, in between the various scales, all of the runes that are on them are starting to glow, as if trying to protect him from being ripped apart.
Yeah.
And from his mind, Koa, as he's trying to speak, he's the sword, Forger's sword. He got it from God. Koa, you glean the image of a golden blade that you've seen before, just in more pieces than before.
Is it the one that Binary has?
That's the one that's currently in Helix's possession.
Hey. What?
The sword of what the fuck?
You think
Are
you had
you
the
telling that to-
sword of something? It's like gold. It looks like the thing that Helix had.
Desi takes a deep breath, looks over to Naya, and then looks over to Koa. Oh, we know this sword very well. Naya? Naya?
Yes.
Somehow, there is a version that the forger has of the sword of what the fuck.
Now you remember that Arden keeps the sword of what the fuck inside a case in his room. Which you all remember that Koa has told you
It was an empty
is
box.
currently gone.
Yeah. You know, the sword of, infinite possibilities.
Should we get it?
It's not here. Koa said it's gone.
Oh,
Technically, Helix has a copy.
The thing is, then, if this was an effect from the sword of what the fuck, then I believe remove curse, upcasted would be the correct solution.
Yeah.
Mountain, what say you?
Mountain's just big sippy straw comes out. You have the answer you seek. Sip, 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 sip.
Okay. All right. So, Desi, I need both of you to hold on to his arms to keep him from hurting himself any farther.
I mean, I could. I looked at Baha. He, from the common emotions, I know he can't absorb the spell. Yeah. Or did I ever know that?
No.
Did
Yeah,
Koa
I would've-
ever know that?
Yes, because when we met Baha, any spells that were sent to him, you would see that the armor would glow and literally absorb the magic. And in intervals, when his skills would glow, it would be drained into the armor.
Unfortunately, he is not currently wearing that armor.
Yeah, so his skills are glowing.
I walk up.
tomorrow.
I walk up to Baha. I need you to fail this, okay? Do not resist.
He nods.
I draw a square in the air and cast Hold Person.
There.
Yeah, I need you to trust us, Baha. We're trying to help you.
What does your hold person look like?
So when I draw the square, because it's a little, it changed a little bit from when I first casted it as an Inquisitor. In this sense, as I draw the square, a thin gold line follows my fingers, and as the square is complete, it expands, and just like a magic tool from paint, there's a dotted line surrounding Baha right now, like slowly rotating itself, freezing him in
Alright.
position.
He is holding still and he is not resisting, even though he is visibly wincing at his own body now glowing more and more.
All right.
All right, you got a minute.
All right. Baha. I need you to trust me, and I need you to believe in what I can do. Can you do that for me?
He's starting to give you the look of like, can you get on with it already? I'm starting to.
No. Yeah, I know, because it's part of the addiction that he's getting impatient. It's like, Naya.
Oh, yes. What?
I need you to use like dancing lights or something just to kind of entertain him while I do this, because this is not gonna be a fun thing to watch.
Okay. And she kind of snaps her fingers, and dancing lights just kind of spring up and
Focus. Yeah, sorry.
fly around in front of him.
I need you to focus on those lights. As dozy. Oh, how do I upcast it?
Usually when you cast it, it should ask you at what level.
It didn't. It just did it when I clicked the remove curse.
Because remove curse doesn't have enough.
Okay, I need you to fail this. I need you to fail this.
Alright, which means I am...
Yeah.
Why do they not allow me to just check something and make it... Fine.
And I'll describe what it looks like if it goes through.
Heh, he failed.
Okay, so what it looks like two noodle dragons crawling from his legs up, just eating away the addiction slowly.
And as this happens, suddenly about 100 rabbits appear in the room.
They still do their thing. They continue to do their thing.
You are all covered in fuzzy white rabbits as this spell starts working and starts pulling all of the various wild magic surges off of the Baja's body. Every single rune on his body starts to dim slowly, one by one by one by one. A lifetime of addictions slowly fading as blue wisps race from his body.
What is?
And this is the point where I can say Baja's voice is now being taken over by Desi.
Souls.
Am I finally free?
Well, I snap my finger to remove the hold person. Yeah.
You see tears coming down Baja's eyes. His runes still now glowing softly, as those are his birth certificate and blessing. So instead of the violent glow and painfully vibrant glow that they had before, you also notice that there's a red rune behind his ear that slowly dissipates away.
The what's it called? Those things that floated out of him. Are they still floating?
Mm-mm.
They're just gone?
It looked like
Other
strings of vapor being disappeared. Oh, sorry.
Is it-
69.
I was just gonna say, are the rabbits still there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we were still.
So now we've got a trouble with tribble situation.
Well,
Pretty much.
Yep.
it's
yeah,
time to have
yeah.
some good old-fashioned dinner. All right, give me a minute. I'll
The
grab
moment
them
you say
all.
that, Koa, your toe is bitten.
Ow!
Yeah. Let me.
poke it.
Yeah. So I've kind of gotten used to these guys. Hey, Fluff. Army of Fluff. Can you guys let me have a little bit of space? I know you guys love me a lot, but I need just a little bit of space right now. Feeling a little bit claustrophobic right now. I need. Can y'all just, I don't know, leave the room? You can be in the hallway and just wait for me outside of this room. It's tiny, especially with you guys here.
Unfortunately, for Baja, because he is no longer connected to that wild magic surge effect, the rabbits don't listen. In fact, they pile on top of him.
And yikes. Well, I'm all out of ideas.
He is now a dragonborn in a rabbit suit.
Right.
Naya just kind of, she comes to briefly and she's like, she looks around at the rabbits and she's like, "Do we have a diamond on board?"
Well, I think this is Desi. Let me look at Desi's things, I believe. Oh, that Scalpel, if you reach, I know you're busy with Nar, but if you can climb over those rabbits and get into that side door, I believe I have Naya's spare diamonds in there.
You see, Scalpel just looks around. There's a rabbit right next to him, and then he just hops on the rabbit, pulls out a piece of twine from one of the little packs that they wear, and hooks it around the rabbit's mouth and starts riding it.
Turn it into a mount.
It hops off of the table, onto your thigh, onto Naya's thigh, onto the other table, up onto the thing, where the cabinet is, and he like grabs it, jumping off the rabbit, swinging, and there's a drawer there with diamonds of various quality. And he pulls it out, he like rummages through it, and he looks at Naya like, he waves.
Which one?
Like, how big do you want it?
It needs to be worth 5,000 gold pieces.
The smallest one would be the 5,000.
The Scalpel just does a eye roll, motions to Scanner. Scanner does the same thing, like grabs a rabbit by the ears and then just hop, 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 hop again.
Koa picks up one of the rabbits.
Naya takes the diamond. If you'll allow this, I don't technically have the spell prepared, but I think it's funny.
Yeah, so Scanner does do the small scans and like tosses the diamond to you.
She catches it and she just goes, "Get ready to start pushing them in."
Pushing?
And she will cast Gate.
Oh God! Where?
Yeah, did you see Baja?
Where?
You see Baja get up and like help out in like corralling the rabbits into the gate?
Mage hand.
All right,
picks up,
so-
throw. Mage hand. Pick up, throw.
The gate will appear in a lovely, beautiful, sort of forested area of Faerun somewhere. Probably close to where Naya grew up.
Actually, better yet, Naya, give me a d20 roll.
Oh, planes chase card, yes.
We're gonna overpopulate we're just gonna overpopulate an ecosystem.
Oh,
A 10, okay. 1,
which
2,
oh God,
3,
which
4,
where did they
5,
land?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Where did they land?
The area beyond the gate looks like a forest, but the trees are hollow and twisted and gnarled in a weird way. And you see that at the top of them, not so much plant life, but little holes where giant fountains of water are coming through.
Toss a rabbit in. Toss a rabbit in. Toss a rabbit.
Yeah,
in.
really, we don't care. We're just tossing them in.
Mage hand. Toss a rabbit in. Toss a rabbit in.
I don't want to
Desi.
send them to their deaths, but
Yes.
Desi, give me a since you're probably the only one that would be able to know this,
Yeah.
give me an intelligence check. Naya, you give me a wisdom roll.
wisdom roll.
Gus.
Intelligence check. Okay. Intelligence check. I can't. Oh wait, hold on. I want to.
Are you sure you want to waste that on an intelligence roll?
You're right. I'll be dumb this round and with a 6.
Okay. Unfortunately, neither of you made the DC either way, so you do not know the plane that you just sent these poor rabbits to.
But out of character, where did they go?
I'm not telling you.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
I make a little funnel with the Gus cantrip and then start blowing all the rabbits into the gate.
Can I roll? Wait, hold on. Can I roll intelligence for Mountain to see if he knows?
No, Mountain wouldn't know. He's not a planeswalker.
What about
No.
Colgan, who's been on these adventures?
Colgan neither.
Damn it.
Sorry, DB.
They only know the planes where you sent them. Where you've been with them.
In the funnel
Wait,
you go.
Hold on. Wait, if we're rolling this and Desi would have maybe known this could have been Herois at some point, maybe?
Nope. Well, it
okay.
could have been Herois, but no, it's not Herois.
Okay.
The guesses.
The guesses, but never
Funneling
getting
a
an
bunch of
answer.
rabbits into a gate of hell.
To be
I think
fair,
I know,
trying to
but
get
I'm
rid
not
of-
going to
at
say a
this point,
thing.
They're not wanting that. They were being obstinate and literally drowning us and not wanting to move.
That
so.
is, well, I was gonna say start rolling. Everyone, give me at least a decent dex roll.
Eldritch Blast.
Even
Dex
Helix
roll?
too, if you happen to be in the hallway.
Dex save or regular dex?
Dex roll.
Just
I
a
think
dex roll.
Felix would be wandering the halls, so yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, you see this flood of rabbits coming out, and everybody's like screaming, "Get them
Ooh.
in the portal!"
In
Ooh.
the hole. That's
I
where
know
they
there's
go.
a 23, but there's a nat 20. Can I get the nat 20?
Spend the card.
Ooh. You want to spend
no,
the card on
23.
this?
No, I've got a 23. It's fine. Literally, there was one off from having two nat 20s.
Please tell me that rolled. Oh, flipping slow internet. I'll take the
It's fine.
first one.
You're
Eldritch
good.
Blast. Eldritch Blast.
So, you all managed to clean the place full out of rabbits, except for the ones like, how many mirror are in Scalpel's crew?
8.
You're writing
8.
that
So
down.
there are now 8 mirror on top of rabbit mounts.
No.
Yes, they let them keep them. It's only 8. It's only 8.
Okay,
I'll allow it.
fine. Lightning lore. I pick up. I try to catch one of the rabbits I threw back in, and to get it. Yeah.
No,
I-
I'll block it. I will block it.
We have one.
You are now free of the rabbit apocalypse. Congratulations.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
The
I just wondered, I just wondered where the
Bun-mageddon.
hell we sent them.
Bun Mageddon.
Bun Mageddon. I like that. Actually, I like that
will-
one better. Bun Mageddon.
I will tell you after the game.
Okay.
I mean, like they won't go thirsty. There was water in there, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There was water and there was vegetation, and from what you can see in the portal, that plane wasn't exactly being invaded yet.
Polymorph.
That's good.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, not us introducing an invasive species.
No, they'll
Not
be
us.
fine.
Absolutely not.
They'll be
Oh,
fine.
please. For the chances are they might end up becoming Visitrixes for all you know.
Oh God.
All right, so Desi will direct Baha to take the other bed so he can get a checkup.
And Baha does so. Like, with full
I'm-
clarity, too.
I don't. There's just so much that has happened since I last saw the two of you, and before he gets on the bed, he hugs both Desi and Naya, and whispers into their ears, "I have missed you both so much."
Aww. Koa, you see the images from his mind of when he was a baby,
Ugh.
looking up at Naya and Desi. And in his memory, they look exactly the same.
How old are you guys?
Well, you see,
Do you have longer hair?
Naya just shrugs and says, I mean, I'm an elf.
timey-wimey shenanigans.
No. That's another. That's a TV series. You're not allowed to use that.
No,
Make
I
up
didn't
your
say
own.
timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly. I said timey-wimey.
Which is also used in that TV series.
Yep.
It does not matter. I can say it.
True. Doctor Who is now canon to MTG lore.
Actually, yes.
By rights, yes.
Actually, yes.
He's a
yeah.
planeswalker.
Yeah. So, but anyway,
It's not like Arden is the doctor of the MTG verse, but still, moving on.
But anyway, we have missed you too, young little one. Well, now not so little one. And I'm sorry, you're too heavy for uppies.
I'm gonna take a quick moment and cut back over. Orda,
Back to war.
give me a survival roll, please.
Oh dear.
Sounds good.
So, pretty much you've surmised that the cackling madman up in the towers really must be the Ral Zarek that guy mentioned. And unfortunately, his aim is not helpful because you keep having to dodge some of his lightning.
How far up would you say he is?
He's on one of the towers, your improv. He's a good 2 to 4 stories above you.
Can you calculate that into do I have 120 feet?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Orda is going to point at him and whisper, Could you maybe tone down the lightning a little bit? I'm trying to get to you, man. I need your help.
You see him pause for a moment, like the backpack he's wearing is ultra buzzing, and as he pauses around him, like a couple goblins just fly right by you on only what you can surmise as boots with fire attached to them. And and he looks and he points to you, like he screams something, and one of the goblins just grabs you, and you realize that you are now in the air, heading towards him at speeds that aren't supposed to be moved by normal Nagakin. You're like close to a balcony where he is, and he's like, "You kind of picked a bad time to be." One moment. To be coming to this plane, my friend.
It wasn't my intention.
Well, either help flight or get out. Trust me.
Okay, how do I... What would help? What would help? Where would the most densely populated portion of, like...
From what you can see right now, you can now see the horizon. The horizon is city. And sure, densely populated is apparently this plane's mainstay.
I meant in terms of phyrexians.
Oh, they're all... a lot of them are, like, diving down this big metallic tendril that is digging into the city and into the ground. And spreading all over the place. It's not just one part of the city that's affected, it's all parts of the city that's affected.
Look, I know we don't have a lot of time. I was told you could help me figure out how to planeswalk.
He's like, oh, so not only do I get a new boy who's helpful and distractive, I get a literal newbie. Okay. Another big zap from him. You see a partial block of city just explode. He's like, long story short, where are you trying to go? Think about it. If you think about it hard enough, you might actually go there.
I mean, makes sense. Happened last time, except I wound up here. Okay.
Wisdom roll.
Wimdum. 13.
Ooh. That is not good enough, so... You were covered by the ice shards that you were before. In your entire existence, you disappear from the plane of Kaladesh. And now we go to pause for 15-minute break.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna pause the sirens game. Oh no! Koa, are we muted? Koa!
No, we're not muted. Well, you gotta take a 15-minute break, guys. We'll be right back after 15 minutes. We're not muted.
Yeah!
Oh, sorry. Just real quick. Sorry.
Yep.
Hello,
Welcome
everyone.
back.
We're back.
And we return to the legacy, where everybody has just finished dealing with the Bunpocalypse.
Eldritch Blast.
Bun
Gust
Bunmageddon,
Funnel.
Bunmageddon.
as Arl put it. As Arl put it, Bunmageddon.
Desi and I are having a fateful reunion with Baha, while Koa is currently searching through his memories and seeing all the horrible shit the Forger has done,
So I'm gonna, if I
which I shall
could,
not describe.
can I just say a couple
Go for
things that happened? Comfy, or say, Koa.
Yeah.
You see, apart from seeing the very wholesome scenes with the Kobold Wrecking Crew, in Faerun, and seeing the very wholesome moments that he had on the Legacy, you then proceed to see not Ko,
Me?
Baha. You proceed to see Baha in this weird island covered in like fog, and you could feel the cursed energy that he is sensing, but he makes one important wish that would change his life forever. And you hear Baha say, "Whoever out there, please, I wish to see my Arden again."
In this image, you see a portal swirling, opening up, and Arden standing with a. Was he like 12 feet tall? Oh, yes.
Yeah. The golem was about 12 feet tall. Yeah.
There we go. And a 12-foot tall, like, stone golem. And this, beyond them, a world filled with liquid metal that seems to shift and turn, and people who have replaced their limbs with this metal. It was an Arden who walked through the portal. And you recognize him as the Forger. But he looks untainted. His eyes normal, his skin normal. Seems to just look back confused, stepping in and looking at this Dragonborn who wished him back. Or wished the portal to be opened. And of course he looks past him and he just gets a sigh of, oh god, you guys again.
The party that was behind him. And
Yeah.
he, as Baha goes to hug him, not realizing that it's not his Arden yet, you see a scar around the Forger's neck from where he almost lost his head. And then when Baha pushes him back just to take a good look at him, you hear, "Wait, you're not my Arden." He looks up to the sky and says, "Well, close enough." Then it skips forward in time, and you see that they're on a game show with Loki.
You don't know who Loki is, but it is a man with golden horns.
Sorry, yeah, describe him. Yeah.
See Loki from Avengers.
Okay.
But hold up, you said game show. Let me.
Yeah,
The Avengers are
Loki.
also canon to MTG lore?
Mhm.
In this case, yes.
Oh my
Unfortunately.
god.
Yeah, the Marvel Loki is canon. And so you see this person with gold horns as a host awarding prizes to 3 adventurers: the Forger, Baha, and a tall knight.
Can you repeat that?
But because
Sorry, the who they giving prizes to?
giving the prizes to the forger, Baja, and the tall knight. But unfortunately, the tall knight gets nothing because he had a smart mouth on him.
Eh.
So Baja, because he wanted to be like the forger before he became the forger, he asked if he could also have the ability to access random magic, to access possibilities. And so his hammer was able to randomly cause something random to happen every once in a while. And I believe the forger was granted as a boon the ability to what was it? The ability to, was that where you gained the ability to touch lava?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
That was when he got that where he can stick his hand literally into lava without getting hurt.
Yeah. Then
It is also in one of these memories. I would need you to give me a perception check, Koa.
Okie dokie. Any
While I
advantages?
switch the music back out again.
I think my perception only. Do I get any advantages? Hold up. Gemstone eyes. You gain advantage on investigation checks that require sight. Okay. This is just perception, yeah?
This could be an investigation. You are pouring through his memories right now.
All right, let's go. Plus 15. Let me roll again because I forget. Well,
oh,
wait, hold up.
Ooh.
I just want to see it with the advantage.
yeah, keep the 34.
I love my plus 15 to investigation. It's so juicy.
So 34, Arden. 34.
So 34. What god do I witness appear and give birth to?
No, what you do happen to witness is during one of the memories where the forger had a wild magic sword. You saw him slice at what was one of the fights we had? One of the grungs.
It was a grunt.
Actually, no, the dragon.
Oh yes, the dragon, the red dragon. Yes.
You see
The what now?
So you see the forger bathed in golden light. He is a god amongst men. He is wrapped in magic, and he
Right.
slashes at a massive dragon with the blade.
Okay. To preface this, one of the wild magic surges that happened to the forger gave him literally, think of Super Mario Brothers where the superstar
dear.
It boosted all his stats to 20
To
all
20.
at once.
all of them were
Yeah.
20 all at once, but he only had so much time that he could use it.
And
So
as
it's
he
Continue.
as he finished slashing this dragon open and it left over, you see the last magic sword pour out of the thing and wrap into his soul. He stares and he gets pissed. Baja asks him, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I'm fucking immune to wish magic!"
Right! Yes!
Well,
That's one of them was a wish. Right, I remember that. And then Baja, basically one of the attacks that he did.
Wait,
Cause-
Baja's immune to wish magic?
No.
No, the forger.
Because of the boon that he got from the god that gave him the sort of what the fuck, he became immune to wish magic,
Including his own.
So he can grant it to someone else, but unfortunately this attack was not one that could be granted. This was one that was only applied to caster. But then one of the things also in that moment, in that fight, was Baja had 2 wild surges during that dragon fight as he was trying to keep the tall knight from being vaporized. The first one gave him the ability to summon 12 rabbits times level. Just summon them. The second one was a curse, and it made him addicted to wild magic, and that's how Baha got addicted. It was that's where it started. At first it was very mild and benign, and Baha was just, you see him very excited. Couple adventures later, you see Baha just begging the forger to show him something wild, do something amazing. And then fast forward to where the forger decides enough is enough is enough, and begins to cut him off where he has been denied for a year of any kind of wild magic surge. And since there was no one else in the world that could do that, Baha's mind started to deteriorate. And that's what you witness all of that.
That was round about the time when the Baha was put into the throne, and the forger spent a majority of its time working on his reforged.
Yes. And to kind of like wean him off of wild magic, the armor was supposed to pull that desire off of him. But
I have to say, it didn't fucking work.
No, it did not.
But the remove curse did.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
see,
you're about up to speed, essentially.
yeah. And then what you see is all of a sudden Baha's legs just kind of give out on him because his body finally relaxes as you see Desi and Naya catch him. Oh, there, little one. All right, I know you're too big for uppies, but let's get you onto this bed. And let's get you checked out. Koa, are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Cole wipes a little tear from his eye. I'm fine. So what now?
You see Baha look over and just give Koa a wink. Because he knew that he was in his head.
Hey, no flirting. You gotta ask the husband if you want to join in.
Hey, but you should have asked before jumping into my memories, my friend.
It helped a little. To
Yeah,
figure out.
Someone else. At least I don't have to talk about it.
Are we communicating telepathically?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
There's a yes
Oh,
and
no.
a no.
I said no.
Okay, so it's a no. It's a no. That's out loud.
Yeah, but it helped at least. I'm sorry I lingered a little too long, though.
No, you lingered enough. Oh yeah, by the way, my adopted parents are gold dragons now. There's that. Finger guns.
Yeah. Finger guns back. Cool.
I'm sorry. What do you mean the Kobold Wrecking Crew is
Am I older than
gold
you?
dragons?
Gold dragons?
Naya, did you?
This is news to me.
Naya, give me a knowledge religion roll.
Alright.
Or just religion.
Religion.
You know that specific kobolds who are fervently in line with Bahamut's teachings sometimes could be transfigured? And if they were
Oh.
gold dragons, they'd probably follow one of his avatars around, like those little birds that he
The
keeps
canaries,
around.
yeah.
The canaries, yeah.
Oh my. It seems our small friends might have done rather a good job of themselves.
Yeah, it was kind of a shock for me and wow, for them and also
God
and
damn it,
thank and
poor
also
Cameron.
and our oh man, my doula. They became quite famous for being a dragon doula. Only one in the plane. But yeah. So yeah, Stompy is still Stompy. By the way, even as a bird.
Quick flash to somewhere in Akros. Stoppy wins!
Yeah.
And flashback to the party.
So, what are we doing?
We are just checking out. Well, first we need to make sure that our unconscious child there is maintained healthy while they recuperate. And okay, I'm going to give you this one permission. Go with Naya. Because the only other person that Baja will fit into their clothing, and Baja, I need you to stay calm when I say this. Please get me spare clothing from Arden's room. They are both the same build.
Are you giving me permission to go in there?
With Naya to keep an
Hmm.
eye on you, but yes,
What?
I'm asking you.
I'm not gonna take anything.
Else.
Yeah.
You're not going to take anything else.
Fine. Come on, let's go. Let's go get your clothes.
Damn it. I knew I forgot
Naya
something.
will follow along with Car,
Do I still have anything?
keeping a very, very close eye on him.
Yep. And the
Alright,
and
kiddo,
the weird
let's get you
spinning
checked out.
diamond on his hammer.
You both enter Arden's. Actually, no, you're transitioning. Alright.
Transitioning.
Yeah, exactly. It's time for Orda.
Orda!
Hello.
You find you have transported into what is lovingly called a laboratory. Except you don't know what a laboratory is, so you're inside a room with a bunch of desiccated and body parts that are all over the place hanging off of meat hooks, some of which look like they have string currently being sutured between various bodies. And a man who's working on a corpse there is looking up at you. Well, in the background behind him, there is chaos all about outside of the building.
Does this chaos look familiar?
Oh, it does. Because that chaos comes from a large tendril coming from the sky and digging itself into the ocean. Inside that ocean are phyrexians walking out, but there are also a fuck ton of zombies coming from the shoreline and fighting back. And the man is looking at you. You're looking at the man, and the man goes,
And look at him, and he looks at me.
and his first reaction is, okay, who are you and what are you doing in my lab?
Hi, I'm Orda. First
Did
things
my
first.
sister send you?
No?
Like, you see him scramble, and the corpse starts to rise in front of you. He's like, well, you better get going soon, because we're about to have some more fun!
Okay, just give me a moment. I need to focus. I need to shift out of here.
Give me a dex save as the corpse lunges at you.
Wait, sorry, that was a dex check.
Oops. You know what? I'll say, I was about to take it with that nat 20. 14. Okay, so now it gets to make an attack roll. Doo-doo-doo. What's your AC?
20.
It misses. You dodge. The man is screaming at you. You have no idea what's going on. Roll me that wisdom check at a -1.
8.
Well,
So yeah, as the man is screaming at Orda to get out, he's just screaming back, I'm trying to concentrate! You're not the one having corpses fling themselves at you like a fucking...
you find yourself that you're underwater next. Back to the legacy. Naya and Koa, you have entered Arden's room. Naya, this is probably the third time you've ever spent any extended period of time in this room.
I know where the clothes are. Yes.
Naya's just watching Koa just intently.
Walk to the clothes.
So, Koa, are you trying to snag anything else in particular while you're here?
Not with mom staring at me. Cast mislead and goes invisible. I would never. No, I don't do that. I would. I would love to. I don't know what I would take here anyway.
Give me a... what would be a good skill for knowing fashion?
Investigation.
I mean, to be fair, Thai Naboo fashion is pretty
Very-
interesting.
Very intricate.
And ostentatious.
Very much.
Except
so.
everything you're seeing is the equivalent of what you would see any crew member of the Cluckin would wear.
Why is there a
Things
jock strap in here? The Cluckin wears jock straps on Tuesdays.
Are you seriously taking the jockstrap?
Are you letting me make a cannon?
It's Arden. I'm not surprised if he has one.
Yep. It's cannon.
Alright.
Pulls that out, tosses that one up. Shirt.
You grab
pants, shorts. Tank top. A random assortment.
Give me
Yes.
a perception roll while you're filtering through clothes.
Heck yeah, I'm not good at this. Technically. Oddly enough. I jinxed myself.
Can I roll perception, given that I'm watching him like a hawk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, I have a +5 to my Oh, I have +5 to passive wisdom perception. Never mind.
Yeah. So, now you're the one that sees it, because as he's like pulling out a ring, about, standard ring size, just plops on the ground and goes ting.
You want
ting,
jewelry?
and
Do I recognize this ring?
you do not. It doesn't look like something that Arden's worn before.
I've still got my gauntlet on, so I just very, very carefully reach out to pick it up and examine it.
What's your spell slots right now?
Oh boy.
Additional spell
I
slots.
have 4 level 1. Oh, you're talking about the spell slots I've got left?
No, what is your max spell slots on your highest level of spell?
Oh, my max spell slots on my highest level of spell is 1.
Add +2 to that
Dang it!
while you're holding the ring.
Oh, so while I'm holding the ring, I have 3 9th level spell slots.
Dang.
Yep.
Well, my shit perception kills me.
Naya just you see her just, the surge of magic just kind of blows her hair back behind her head briefly.
You okay?
I think so.
Should we put that back? I mean, it is Arden's. We're not supposed to take anything other than clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Shush, you're not there.
Out of character. Mm-hmm.
No, you're not there. Should we put it back? I mean, I don't.
I just,
You can keep it, maybe.
I
won't tell.
I will not keep it, but this is a useful tool.
So
We
you-
are, after all, in a desperate situation.
True. Do we?
And we
want
have the
to-
art for it.
Ooh,
One moment.
do we want?
I'll be right back.
put
I need to
it-
pee.
Go pee.
For people who want to see what this looks like.
If only it wasn't investing. I wasn't looking purposely.
Ooh.
The one
Whoa,
ring.
hold the phone.
Hold
The
the
one
phone.
ring to
Was there
spell
a
them
galaxy appearing in there?
Where did he get
No,
out
it's
of
just
that?
it was just the ring itself. It was just the ring
For-
itself.
And for anyone listening who knows the MTG cards, this is a soul ring.
Does it have a soul in it?
No, it's SOL,
know.
not SOL.
Oh, I don't know what a soul ring is.
You want me to like?
Long story short,
check
it's a
it?
mana. It's a mana creator. It adds 2 colorless mana when you
It's
tap
one of the
it.
flipping cheapest
Cool.
ones there is.
Oh,
Yep.
that's nice.
By the way, I'm recreating Baja's token as we speak.
Nice.
So
Deal.
the only thing, okay, right? Sorry, really quick, just so that everybody knows, the only thing that Baja has right now is some really shredded, like raggedy peasant shorts, and the bandana around his neck, and that's it. Hence why we need clothes.
So, sports tank top, a loincloth, a jock strap, and a ring.
What are you doing to my child? Out of character.
I'm pulling shit. I don't know what Arden has in his other than the
Oh,
jock strap. I don't know
Really
what
quick,
Arden has in his
Arden,
closet.
For you, I was aware and I could hear it. I would say because this is what we used for Mother May I in when we were in Baldur's Gate. Performance was the fashion thing that we used. Was
Okay,
performance.
so
Investigate. Performance.
roll performance just once.
All right, let's see. What's my performance? The wall.
Also known as you have no fashion sense.
I don't have fashion
You-
sense. I
there
just
you
have
go. Now it
practicality.
makes sense. Now it makes
I
sense.
wear practical. Excuse me, my outfit looks nice.
Well, the thing is, you see him as like a giant kobold.
My outfit is nice. I could do outfits, just not
So,
Arden's.
Naya, are you gonna attempt to keep the ring?
She will. She's not gonna. But
Look,
she said, "I will. I will talk. I will talk to the others about this. This could be extremely helpful."
can I look for one if you get to keep one?
No.
No.
Like, I actually had to think about that. Welcome back.
Why not? Oh, fine. All right, let's see. Well, we got Arden's jock strap. I think it's a little big, but like, I don't know. A pair of shorts and a tank top that says, "I went to phyrexian and all I got was this shirt." And poison.
Oh my god. Okay. This is going to be look, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be a fun a fun thing to recreate. So
Oh lord.
Yes.
So both of you walk back. I'm gonna go ahead and. Whoop.
Oh, and a baseball cap. That's it.
Orda,
he doesn't
you
wear
were
hats, but
underwater.
okay.
Order turn.
But, Orda, you are underwater. But once you realize that you're breathing and that everything feels fantastic, you realize that you are not just in water, you are in liquid mana being spewed out from vents all around you.
What in the hell?
Above you, giant glowing jellyfish are floating through. You see that this plane is also being invaded. It's just whatever is being invaded seems to be ripped to shreds by these mana flumes that are all over the place.
Oh no, the rabbits.
Do you have? And now I have to ask: do you have a particular favorite animal?
Orda personally or me personally?
Orda.
Uh, hmm. Probably have to be something that adapted to the cold of where his tribe lived.
Will
I
you
guess
allow?
it's-
No, I'll
what were you gonna,
you do it.
what were you gonna say?
You first. This is your creation.
A snow white wolf.
And this creature seems to crawl out of the flumes, purely wrapped in mana, as it comes up to you and gives you a head boop.
Oh, and for context, the reason that he thinks of this I thought of this is that at one time during his youth he saw what his tribe has only given the name of the White Emperor, as it is a larger than normal wolf, close to being the size of an elephant.
You find that you are mostly alone where you are standing.
Or floating.
Standing. You're on the ground floor, and there doesn't seem to be a surface. This water.
This liquid hot mana.
So, I ask, will you attempt to planeswalk again? And at this point, I will give you a +2.
Yeah, seeing this creature from his time as a young snick kind of fills him with a sort of serene calm as he closes his eyes and just lets his own internal magic shroud over him as he concentrates, thinking, I want to get back to my friend. I want to get back to my party. I want to get back to my friends.
Roll it.
21.
Ooh. Unfortunately, doesn't meet the DC. You are wrapped in your magic, and you flit away once more. A bit more controlled this time. But we go back to the legacy for now. Everybody has gathered in Baja has been given clothing to wear, even though it's very mismatchy to his personality, but you do what you get what you get when you let a kobold pick your clothing.
Yes.
And with everyone dressed, y'all have a chance to rediscuss on what you're doing.
Baha will look through the stuff. He sees that the tank top will fit, the jock strap will fit, and the loincloth will fit, but the shorts are just a little. They don't work with his thighs.
Booty shorts.
He got bigger thighs than Arden.
He's got bigger thighs than Arden.
I
so.
hand. Ravnica fears me. Women hate me. Baseball cap. Do you want to wear this one too?
And it's like, I don't do hats.
Oh,
thanks.
I'll keep it.
Isn't that Arden's?
Nope. I make a line of meme MTG outfits.
Right.
Oh dear.
I'll just take a if you don't mind, Desi. I'm gonna take these bandages here and make some glove type things for myself, if that's okay. Ah, of course. For you, of course. I mean, I could have lent you my other gloves because it looks like you now have the strong hands of a warrior that will fit them properly. Sure, fine.
Hmm?
I guess I can do that.
Insight check. Emo child. Are they feeling okay?
He's feeling okay. He's just feeling a little embarrassed because he was trying not to impose. It was bad enough that he's wearing Uncle Arden's
Jockstrap.
clothing. Well, yeah, on top of that, he's a little embarrassed that he's
He
wearing
didn't
Uncle
have to
Arden's
take
jockstrap. He needed something to cover his bits because the
could-
shorts would have been great.
we
The
could have asked
shorts would have
Sam.
been great. The shorts would have been great, but he needs clothes. But so he but it's not so much the jockstrap. It was the fact that he went from being a naked one again and having to be clothed by the legacy once again. And so he's a little bit, he's okay, but it's like, he's like mom and dad are once again have taken over and he's starting over again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like how he was when he was a
Yeah.
baby. Yeah. So it's a little bit of nostalgia and also feeling a little bit like a failure.
No. Trying to find
But
a
he'll get over it. It's something he'll get over.
So y'all hear the tap, 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 tap as Chief makes his way into the medical bay and looks at all of you with the stare of someone who's just like, so are all of you done trying to be, I'm trying to think of the word. Are you all done being Three's company already?
What? What's that?
And what are you?
What's Three's company?
This, and just for fair, oh, I can't change his size. Of course I can't.
Ah.
Damn. Make it an image. New roles and so, like, he just gives all of you a look like, look, I know we're all having a good time getting together and all, but shall I remind you that Tana's been missing for weeks?
I
And
still
can
don't know what you are.
Can I remind you that as the doctor, I had to make sure that everyone is healthy, especially the two patients that landed on my shoulder.
He hops up. He hops onto the thing. He hops to you and puts his face in front of yours. Uses his weird-ass grippers and grabs your shoulders, Desi, and just pulls close. I don't care. My pilot is gone. My captain is gone. My best of the rest of my family is gone. I need someone to look into it. This is the most
Wait.
pissed you've ever seen him.
Arden grippers or feet?
No, if you look at the image,
And
he actually has
Yeah, but-
grippies.
Yeah, I know, but grippies are a reference to feet.
They're also for claw grabbers.
Yeah, you
He's
go.
got
Grabbers.
his grabbers.
Yeah, grabbers are hands. Grippers are feet.
Yeah. As they're talking about this, I'm just gonna cast fabric.
But anyways, anyway, it's like I understand that, but if I don't have everyone, and let's just put it this way, in the mere sort of way, if I don't have everyone in working order, we'll be no good to Tana and the rest of them. I am doing my job as the ship's doctor. So, if you would be so kind and to let me go and let me do my job.
He does a sigh. What was your job when Arden gave it to you? Not one that you took on by yourself.
well, Arden said that before he left and we crashed, that he put me in charge.
Yes, and that was before we had to deal with freaking Phyrexian invasions and a city full of undead.
Oh yeah, we're in Necropolis, and that's where we parked. I forgot to mention that. Did I mention that?
I mean, we have everyone else in the crew that can help figure this out while I get everyone else fixed up. There's more than just me. This cannot always fall on me.
Well, tough luck, buddy. If Arden made you the leader, it is on you.
Tagnaya, you're it. Help figure it out while I'm fixing people up.
Uh-huh.
He hops down, and Desi, you just feel a sharp pain as it kicks you in the shin and then walks off.
It was worth it.
Figure it out while I take care of the shit. Seriously. And you better hurry up and find Orpheus too. Tell him he's late.
Have I met this robot before?
That thing's a robot?
It's a mirror. It's
Mirror? Have I met this mirror specifically?
Remember-
You've met
remember
all the
he
mirror.
looks-
You've met all the mirror. Yeah.
He's not met
So,
that one before and it looks different.
Koa, you have met the mirror, but Chief was a bit busy last time, which
was.
means you only saw Sam last time here.
Oh.
And Helix has never met the mirror before.
Yeah, not
Not
Helix,
that
yeah.
type before. Hence, that's a robot.
Yes. Koa
Question: Do you know what a robot?
I mean, good point, because I've only met golems.
A mechanical goal.
Exactly.
Koa's just in the corner for the next 10 minutes, just changing Baja's clothes to actually fit him better and actually give him actual clothing. There you
Oh,
go.
so I can pick whatever I want for him to wear?
Yep.
Okay.
I was not going to make
Oh
sure
man, I was
that's-
working on this so hard to get the loincloth looking right and
You
everything.
can still have it as a before and after shot. But like just,
No,
just
that's
for,
too much
like-
work. I'm just gonna make one thing. All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Alright.
there we go. Alright, that should do it. Feel better, Baja?
Yeah, thanks. This'll do. Oh wait, hold up. You gave me the same gauntlets as Desi?
Yes.
You see Baha tear up and he goes, thanks, that means a lot.
You're welcome. In Koa's head, what the fuck did I just do? Where'd I get the medal from?
You notice that Desi starts going through his drawers to find certain certain stuff, and then you hear complaining of, where are my
Well,
ingredients?
look at the time. I'm going to go in my room and meditate just for a bit. I got a spell to work on, I think.
Can I
And now
intercept
everybody
your
knows
movement?
Yes.
where all these medals and stuff came from. They came from the med bay.
Can I intercept him leaving so he doesn't leave?
La da 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 da. You do do.
Yeah, no, we're too focused on Baha.
Helix can stop him though.
Yeah, if you want.
Mislead.
Yeah, Helix is going to attempt to stop you.
I forgot what spell. The problem with a full wizard's book, I forgot what level mislead is. Oh, there we
I
go.
don't even know what I need to roll to try to stop you.
There we go.
Concentration up to an hour. Illusion double appears where you are standing. The last duration, but
It walks in the direction of my room, and I walk in the opposite direction.
Well, the thing is, if you're in the medbay, all I've got to do is put the sword at head height, flat edge, against the door, and you'll walk into it.
Whoa.
And that is what he's planning to do.
You see the illusion?
but you see,
Yeah.
Koa, there's a small problem with your spell.
Yes.
Read that last sentence.
So,
you are using
so
its senses to
I'm
blind you.
moving the illusion forward through the door, and then you hear a thunk as Koa falls head ass over tea kettle onto the floor as he bumps into a drawer. Damn it! I
The
forgot.
spell immediately ends.
I completely forgot about that.
Can I pick him up?
Yes.
Don't you dare touch me!
Hello.
No!
Where are you going?
I will use
If
every
things are
spell
going
in
missing,
my
you're not
book.
leaving until we find out what.
It's in the gauntlet. Jeez.
Wait,
Is
what's
that
in
good
the
enough for you,
gauntlet?
I didn't
Desi?
steal anything. Who's assuming? So rude.
If you roll
Well, you're
insight,
about
it's
to
true.
leave.
I mean, yeah, technically that is true.
Sticks my tongue out, does the little like eyelid pull down, and Misty steps out the door. Bye.
That would work, unless you have something that allows you to anti-spells.
I
Helix?
don't. But it's going to be a very upset Helix.
Have fun with it.
So,
Is there
Helix,
something in this place that allows me to counteract anything that I'm holding so it doesn't leave my sight?
unfortunately, you don't know how the ship works to activate its anti-magic field.
That's why he's asking.
But Desi does, but he's too busy with a patient.
I made outfits. So it goes back to his room and change.
Very well.
I'm changing out of this outfit covered in blood and flashes.
Now that you've been probably shocked out of your malaise, as it were,
Yeah.
anything you wish to do?
She'd tell Desi about the ring. Say, Desi, when we were finding clothes, I found this ring. I picked it up just to put it back, but I felt a huge surge of power, magic. I think it could be useful. We are in desperate straits. I think we need all the help we can get. I'm sure that Arden wouldn't mind as long as we use it to try and free him from wherever he is.
Desi, give me a tinker check if you want to actually look at this ring.
Oh, you know I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
showing him the ring. Yeah.
Yep. See here. That would be my dex. Yeah, 26.
This is. You have that bit of flash of memory from back when you still had Arden in your head.
Uh-huh.
And you know it's a soul ring. Its sole purpose is to pretty much amp up a mage's ability to pull mana from a regular or irregular space. Because the mana itself isn't common. It defies classification based off of what Arden understands as the color mana theory.
Color mana theory, I love that.
It's an actual term from the MTG
I know,
books.
I know, but it's like I'm loving it. Not gonna lie, I am loving that.
But what you know is, yes, it's powerful, but it is vulnerable. It's probably the reason why Arden never wears it, because it's probably one of the first few things people target once he pulls it out.
I proceed to
spelling soul
yeah,
ring.
yeah. So I proceed to explain all that to Naya in a way that she will be able to digest that information, and I'm like, I know if Arden knew that there was something desperate that we needed, that was not the sort of what the fuck, I'm pretty sure that he would lend you that ring for a small fee.
3 adventures, maybe 4.
Like, I have to be honest. I can't be like, oh yeah, he'll just let you borrow it. No. There's always a price.
Yeah.
The price is becoming an adventurer.
So give me the Cliff Notes version of this ring one more time. You said that what was
increases-
the danger?
It increases your most powerful spell slots by a max of 2.
Yeah. You said there was a vulnerability.
It is extremely fragile
Ah, okay, I got you.
in the sense of it can be destroyed pretty easily. Unlike a lot of Arden's works that usually is made out of dark steel, this thing is not.
Gotcha. So it's physically fragile. Okay. Well, she kind of smiles and she just kind of puts it into one of her pockets.
Just use it sparingly.
Of course.
Are we
All
in
right.
transition?
And basically, Desi, before we transition, Desi just looks at her and says, "When I'm done here, I'll be back to be able to handle everything. But I need you to figure things out while I take care of these two. I just need to get them sorted out before I can walk away."
You saying this to me?
Yes.
I'll do what I can, Desi.
Naya, I believe in you. Like all those times you
Okay.
believed in me, I believe in you, Naya Swiftclaw.
She just kind of smiles a little and looks down. All right, I'll do what I can.
That not to break anything, that could be the reason you're still stable. Theoretically, to corrupt something of a concept, you need to control most of the concept, right?
What do you mean?
How many followers do you have?
I don't know. Maybe a few back on Pharos.
If you control most of your followers, the infection won't be able to take hold fully because enough of your followers would still believe you to be pure.
Interesting idea.
It also begs the question, how did your other ones get attacked? Because weren't they deemed safe?
Wow. Nothing there was safe.
Yeah. Either way, if we keep the Cura followers going at higher rate, you should be fine, in theory.
Well, we'll have to see. But it's not a good idea. It's not a bad idea.
It's not a good one either, because if I've
No.
thought of that, you sure as hell know the enemy have.
Well, maybe.
And what is this thing that we're in? I have seen ships, I have seen everything else, but I have not seen one of these.
You know that doesn't work, Koa.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, he would hear it. He would hear it and say no, most likely.
I would meditate in the room. Can I steal something from Artist's room? From your adoptive son, Koa. P.S. You the best mom ever. God.
You're gonna roll me investigate when we get to you.
That's
No.
hilarious.
Since you have been given the agency, what do you want to do?
What about? I think for now, and she kind of sighs a little bit. She says, perhaps we should look at making a full accounting of all the resources at our disposal now.
Probably
We're
a good
facing-
idea.
We're facing things that we have no idea what we're up against. Gods and demons and world-ending horrors that I'd never imagined were real. And we should probably try to arm ourselves with whatever tools we can to help defeat them.
No, you're still in the medical room. Desi, you are hearing this, and so are you.
What do you
I
think?
mean, I want you to make a decision, not influenced by me. I said, Naya Swiftclaw, I trust you and I believe in you. You have this. You don't need me for my thoughts. Make a choice and I will follow. Until I'm in charge again, and then I'll figure things out on my way. But for this small moment,
Yeah.
make decisions.
I'm a little confused about what I'm supposed to be making a decision about.
Yes.
You just said you want to check provisions. How are you going to check provisions? What are you going to check? Has any of you even bothered to check outside the ship yet?
That's my point. It's
No.
like she needs to make these decisions.
If I pray
All
hard
right.
enough, Naya will do it for me.
All right, so Shateria, we need to work out where we are. Check outside the ship. Go through and take a full inventory of everything. In the stores, every one of sort of the potential powerful items that on the ship, and
As you're talking, a certain floating beholder-esque eye just comes by.
hello, Sam.
Hello.
We might be
And
needing.
Felix has
little tentacle
never
just
seen
waves as he
this.
plays by.
We might be needing some things. We might be needing some things, Sam. Do you think you could handle it?
Sam is always ready to help.
For the right price.
For the right price. He seems unbothered by what's going on, like, anywhere else.
All right. Yeah, basically work out where we are and get an inventory of everything we can use.
Sounds great and all. How many things are on this? I'm going to call it a ship. That I'm going to run into that, and you might have my reflexive thing or, throws a weapon at them about. Remember, I used to hunt monsters.
Uh-oh.
Minor illusions, tiny beholders marching in a line across the
No,
room.
you're meditating,
I'm meditating.
quote unquote.
Just in case you hear me battle cry midway down a corridor and throwing a blade in the opposite direction.
Of course.
To everybody who hears this, the first thing that comes to mind is, oh no, he's never met Seer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. About that. There's a one of the shipmates. Very spooky looking. But he's lovely. Big long deer skull.
What?
It's a long story.
The-
But if
Also-
you see a creature with a big long skull and antlers, he is friend.
Otherwise, you're gonna get hit by 5 squeaky hammers.
I have a query for Daisy. For when he's not dealing with patients, and I need to put everything but the sword, well, the querying sword, which is the sort of what the hell, in the armory. I don't trust myself.
That would be nice if the armory still existed. The current room where the armory once was is now Koa's room.
I am not putting my stuff in there. I'll never get it back.
My
Some
room
of the
is
stuff in
secure.
Yes, but I'll never get it back from you.
Mm.
Some of the stuff is very valuable.
So to get through the appropriate stuff, who's going up to check and who's checking the stores? Because I know what Koa's doing and I know what Desi's doing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go up and check on the surroundings, given that I've wandered the plane world
that means
for a bit.
And that means Naya is checking the stores, and we go right back to Orda.
Order time.
So, after the ice shaves away, you find yourself standing on a super massive metallic structure. Ahead of you, more of them. And you notice they're shaped like big rings. And between all of them, there's this mass of energy just winding through every ring and under you as well. The sky is red, and there is a massive war going on. Some of these rings look like they're already starting to be corrupted by phyrexian oil, and even the mana that's going, the energy that's going through them is starting to twist and turn vile.
As if I didn't need more reasons to want to stick around, stay with the group and stop this.
And because of where this plane is and who is on the plane at the moment doing fucky wucky, I need you to give me a wisdom save.
Oh, goody. Go, Wimdom! 17.
Alright. Your mind is not fucked over by Jace.
Don't even know whomst that girl is.
Boy, but still. Long story short, you're seeing a mind mage who's just directing, like, the Phyrexian army out. And because of your close proximity to Koa and knowing what it feels like to have a mind mage touch your mind, you're pretty sure you want to get out of here as fast as possible.
Tinkle.
So, wisdom roll.
Focus.
Add a plus
Focus.
3.
circus.
How's-
8.
Oh! The ice surrounds you. The ice leaves you. You're surrounded by bunnies for some reason.
Huh.
You found the bunnies!
Hi, little guys.
You also happen to be on what looks like a twisted, gnarled tangle of trees that seem to spiral about in the maze. Some of the higher points dripping water down. And the trees you're on is hollow, but there's vegetation about. The bunnies are running around. They're having food.
They're doing bunny stuff.
They're doing
As
bunny
you do.
stuff.
We're just gonna look towards the sky. How's it looking?
It is foggy. But the place seems peaceful enough. The bunnies seem to think so.
Alright.
Uh-oh. They set off the fire alarm. I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Not the
Well, that just
fire
means-
alarm.
That just means we continue this for a little bit more. Considering there's no threat here, there's no secondary roll or save for you to do. So, if you wish to leave, wisdom roll. At a +4 this.
Come on. You got this. You need to get back to them. Ten.
Now we get to one of the fun planes that is in the midst of battle and winning. You appear on another cityscape that you now understand what a city is. Except this city is made primarily of metal. And it sort of feels natural in a way. But what isn't natural is the fact that you are standing in a place where there are mechanized monstrosities on what looks like wheels. You would call them carts, but they're huge. And they are driving past you at fast speeds. Some are going, You would see some of them just like spin and slam into a phyrexian as they fall off down this massive pathway that you find yourself. Above you, there's an angel, a twisted angel battling a bunch of like ogres and goblins and vampires. Oh my! And they are fighting it with this substance that's just being flung at it, and it is fighting them back. And at the same time, you're watching as another group is just blowing up the side of a spire, and it starts to tilt and fall and slam into this angel. Not that you know what angels are, but it was a flying thing and definitely phyrexian. And the other part you're feeling is you're feeling empowered. Like you've never been at peace before until now. Because the natural feel of this world is leaking all.
It's
you
leaking
have-
what?
It's leaking all over. Like, just you breathe and you feel like that you're being filled with some holy divine strength. You are allowed to roll your wisdom roll at a +7 now.
Before I do
Also
that,
give me a deck save so you don't get hit by a car.
Rip-ring. $13.
You hear a screech and you are buffeted by a vehicle, and someone's like, "Get out the way!" You take 10 damage.
Oh.
That +7 is now +6. Your concentration has a little murphed.
I'm also going to burn this.
Okay.
To get advantage.
Yes. So roll 2d20. Take the highest at a +6.
23.
The ice surrounds you as you just hear. "Whirr." Now we finally get to open up the new map.
Huzzah!
If the system lets me grab it. Yeah. There we go. Helix,
Mm-hmm.
you come to look outside. The Legacy is parked in the bay of what looks to have been Miletus, of all places. The buildings are a bit more decrepit. The sky obviously is looking terrible, with the portal above now having spikes on it. You see various buildings are glowing, and there's this magical dome all over the city itself. Amongst from where you see upon on the bridge, you see that there are undead milling about, lifting crates, putting them down, as if they're actually alive and doing menial work. One of the buildings nearby seems to spout armored legion of various species of undead who are marching about and getting ordered about by a very charismatic looking Leonin. At least from what you can see right off the bat. Koa, I'm gonna need you to give me a investigation roll. And Naya, you give me an give me a survival roll.
A survival.
What was that?
You're the one currently going through the food stores.
Whoa.
And Koa is investigation.
Investigation. What am I investigating?
Said it earlier. Aren't you still trying to look through Arden's room to get more shit?
Oh, I was gonna go meditate, but like, if you're giving me free reign, I'm about to. I have advantage on investigation. It's still 18. Investigation looking at something, I believe. Yeah, the
Yeah,
required.
but you have advantage, so roll
Yeah,
it.
so rolling one more time. I guess it wants me to only have an 18.
Which means you only find one thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A gun.
I swear, if this rolls a 69.
Give me a gun. 94. Is it a gun?
You find a small ticking device. You don't know what it does quite yet, but it ticks and ticks. You don't, because you're not an artificer, you don't know exactly how to make it work, but you have a feeling that it could be important at some point.
In the bag it goes.
At an Arden's clock.
Arden's clock. And now Cole's gonna go
Naya.
meditate later. Arden.
Nah, you work with Sam, you can pretty much pull up the entire player's handbook worth of gear and stock up as need be. I will say you can probably pull a maximum of maybe 10 health potions from the store if you need, of various qualities. So designate. You can't have all greater, obviously. And
I'm just imagining, given Sam kind of flips between sort of realities and planes, and I'm just imagining that scene in The Matrix. It's like, we're gonna need guns. We're gonna need lots of guns.
So you enter. You pretty much, Sam goes, okay. Since this is a very special occasion, Sam will let you see Sam's stores. Come on. He drags you into the storage room, and you notice that initially what looked like to be a closet full of nothing but crates and various things that he normally would just open and pull whatever you need out of. It does the Matrix thing. Just becomes the that warehouse from Raiders of the Lost Ark. And he goes, if you can find it, just grab it. Because, extenuating circumstances, and I'll bill you later.
Alrighty.
So you can have up to 10 first level potions and 10 first to third level potions of each level. And you can also grab whatever mundane items you can manage. Common magic items are also on the table.
Okie dokie.
And this can go for anyone who's in the crew if they decide to also help.
Yeah, I was going to say we could do the gear up before next time, possibly.
Because unfortunately we are reaching time. So,
I've got to say, that is a lovely map, though.
Yeah,
it is.
Made by our very own Cobalt.
Hooray!
Yeah. And as we are coming to the end bit, I'm going to just leave the map up here, and I will say, Orda, you land in yet another city. Except this one is being overrun by phyrexians.
Oh.
And it looks very spirally. There's a huge tower filled with this blue, etheric substance that is currently being attacked by these various tendrils from the sky. And as you're going by, a lady who's on a bike wearing goggles drives right by you and grabs you, pulling you onto the bike, saying, "It's not safe here! Come on!"
Why is he happening?
Congratulations, the last plane you ended up was Kaladesh. And that's where we will leave the game for now.
Is this boat down here? I mean, is that the Legacy?
Yes.
Yes.
Or at least we found something that was close enough possible, because it's all silver.
Yeah.
An approximation of the Legacy.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
I'll save the crew fix meditation for next time. But now I have Arden's clock.
I'm just interested to see what my new massive aura of sunlight is going to do to the Phyrexians. I'm going to enjoy that, I think.
Yeah.
I think I have Arden's heart. It
Nope.
might be his heart.
Okay, but by the way, I'm sending it to Arden so that Arden can show to everybody. But Baha's updated their look to combine how they feel and how they used to wear their gear of Bahamut.
Now I kind of want a shirt that says, I went to Phyrexia and all I got was this T-shirt and poison.
No, there are no. Well, you can do that for yourself.
I know. I kind of want that as a shirt. All right. So while we're
by the way, if it's not made any obvious, Baha is a war cleric.
Yeah. More healers.
Okay.
Oh my god, is Baja
Yeah.
single?
Baha's a war cleric. Like he's into fighting,
Is Baja
hitting
single?
the things.
Ooh.
One moment. Give me a sec. I'm uploading it now so y'all can see.
Heck yeah.
Bam.
Okay, so on the stream, it's the crotch shot was the first thing we saw, and titties. Let me just scroll up just a bit so people can see him. Now the card's blocking his crotch. There we go. There he is. There's the boy.
With the titties out.
Oh, we
yes.
have Matt. Oh no, wait, wrong kobold. My other kobold has that top.
Lol.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Titties
Yeet.
out.
With the titties out, yeah.
Good. But yeah, I will be right back. Unless you guys have anything else to say.
No. This has been Flights of Legacy. We finally got to show off the map.
Hell yeah.
Happy birthday, Comfy!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy
Woo,
birth.
woo, woo, woo.
Happy
I know, I
birthday.
was gonna
I
make
smell
the token
smoke.
for.
Go check.
No, they're
Go
they're saging the house. So yeah,
Oh.
so I'm going to be right back so we can. You know, I'm not gonna definitely. Say goodbye to YouTube, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Goodbye,
Bye.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Ah!
Bye.